Okay, I'm attempting to repair the infamous Tecsun PL880. Got her down to her birthday suit here. Problem was this thing took a beating. It fell off my nightstand, and the antenna jack was plugged in. And that's the antenna jack. And there must have been material on top of that, because when you plug it in now, it goes in, but it can also come up. Here you could see some of that plastic housing is gone. It used to have like a lid on it. I either need to find a piece of plastic and maybe glue over the top of that. I don't know if I can point this out or not. Right here, right there, over to here, it looks like there's a hood over that, which would make sense. Alternative B would be to solder in some sort of female plug and let it hang out that hole. I may do that. Anyways, at least I know what happened here. Being straight up, it was almost friction fit on there. I couldn't figure it out. I kept prying it and prying it. I even took the knobs off. I didn't have to take the knobs off. These looks like we got a couple of encoders here and one resistor that actually has a hard stop on it. But yeah, so those didn't have to come out. Here, I'll just back the camera up here so you can see pile O nuts here. So it's not very many screws. Anyway, I wanted to give you a peek. This thing's known for its speaker. Kind of an interesting speaker here. It's almost like a box, plastic box. Maybe they're using that for resonance to get deeper bass. Little speaker there. Now it's got a tweeter in there too, I think, unless that's a port for the bass. I bet that's a port. Yes. So we can take a peek, see behind there. It's just a driver and a box, a chamber, and it's interesting because it has a passive radiator, which effectively doubles the mass, the air mass that moves. Okay, here's my solution. I just happen to have this. Let's see, there's a piece of the stripe on it, and the other one's just solid red. The stripe does go to the ground outside, the inside goes to the solid core. And let's take a peek at the operation of this jack if we can. Okay, so you're gonna see what happens is that center pin all the way at the end piece is pushing the metal away from this fella here, which probably closes the internal antenna in case you don't have an external antenna connected. So I'm going to have to rip that piece of metal out, and then when it's separated, it's going to attach the tip of this antenna over to this port, that tab, and that would map out to this fella right here. So that is what I'm going to work on. So this is going to be converted to a radio that you always need an external antenna if you're listening to shortwave, which is no problem. I'm just glad to salvage it. So let's get to work. Okay, that connection is no more. I'm going to run the wire through and then solder it up there, and we'll go from there. Brought the jack in through the original hole, tied a knot there so that can't get yanked out. I think I'm going to like that a little better. Then I brought it through a hole here, and then onto the other side I came around and I soldered onto said connection. So now I just need to kind of hold those wires down and tighten it up and see if I can get it back in the box this way. Alright, I'm going to solder this antenna, FM antenna, back on here. And we'll be done. There we go. I'll get her buttoned up here. There's the final product. Only thing left over was that antenna wire because I replaced it. No extra screws. Good go. There's my wire coming out. Let's see if this turns on.
Caricature of what has been presented to them, that shares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches.